In this lab, I will show you how agent space work to handle the employee business travel request. I will integrate the Open API and create the Cloud Run function. Then Open API and Cloud Run function will manage the employee business request to save the request into the BigQuery, and you will see how this conversational agent interact with the agent space F, agent space F. And first I will create a data set with the table regarding to save the travel information. Let us do it. So we can create a data set, BigQuery data set, either cluster terminal or using the UI interface to go through it direct BigQuery. You can choose the BigQuery from here, or you can activate the cloud sale. Continue. It give me it give me the message to authorize the cloud sale. So I initialize the cloud sales. Now we will create the data set, and you have noticed I predefined the function that as a JSON file. I structure the schema. Based on this schema, we will create a BigQuery dataset and tables. Now you can see I have put the command here, the BigQuery BQ localhost US. BQ is a BigQuery dataset command, and travel is the dataset, and travel is the dataset name that I keep the data schema inside this schema JSON file. Let us execute this command, and we will verify we have already created the BigQuery. Let us check. This is the BigQuery console. You can see here is the travel dataset I have created, and here is the dataset, all of this information. And this is the dataset, BigQuery dataset. I will connect with my agent space app that will manage the employee business, travel business request and save this information. Now I will create the cloud run function. I will create a cloud run function. For this reason, I'm setting the cloud run. Cloud run. And I will click the write a function. Now I will choose actually how my function will manage. I will manage it in inline editor. So I have choose the cloud run use an inline editor to create the function. And you have noticed there is a more tool option is the GitHub and Artificial Registry and Docker Hub. Okay, if you go through it directly, you can choose it. Otherwise, I am choosing the inline editor to create a simple function, and I will put the name is here. Suppose I give him the travel request, the cloud run function name, and also I giving US Central as a location, default location. After that, we need to configure our runtimes. So I'm going to choose the runtime is the Python 3.12, and authentication, I choose the required authentication because it will give you the permission. You can set the permission to your users to access this app, and it is the request based, and all of other configuration I keeps default. It will take a little bit times. You have noticed it is creating the cloud run function. And I will change I will change the cloud run function code. There is, you have noticed there is a default pre-generated code is here, and as well as requirement.txt. You are already familiar with this. Who is working the Python, you know this is the Python configuration file. Okay, so I'm gonna do the function framework and Google Cloud BigQuery that will interact, because this function will cooperate with the Google Cloud BigQuery database to identity space. So I declare my dependency here. After that, I will change the main function. You have noticed I have declared the framework, import the framework, and Google BigQuery package, and here is my function I have declared. You can go through with this function and step by step how I declare the BigQuery client. If you browse the BigQuery documentation, that you will get the details. And here is the data field. I have schema. I have defined here. You can call it schema, and here is the API request function, and negative and positive function reply message. I write it here, and you can go through it. We'll change this function. Already we changed. Now what we'll do, we will save it and redeploy it. Here is another things we should do. We need to change the functional entry point. It was the default entry point that was grabbed from my function, but I need to change it. we need to define the dependency inside the requirement.txt file, and we need to write the Python function inside the python.py files. And I have changed with my function, and I have defined my Cloud Run function dependency here. After that, we will change the function entry point. I will put my own names, specific name that I need to call into the identity space. Then I will redeploy this function, redeploy this Cloud Run function. If you have noticed, here is the entry point URL that generated from Cloud Run function. It was done. Now I will test the Cloud Run console. Suppose I'm going to the test, and I will put the configure load, trigger to query parameters, and we tested the Cloud Runs inside the Cloud cell. So the new role, new row has been added. We have seen the message. That's meant there is inside the BigQuery. We can see the one record has been added. It's the travel. Travel request. Here you can see this is the field names, and you can see the preview, the record. That's mean our Cloud Run function is working, and we will connect with our identity space. Now I will create the conversational agent to call the Cloud Run function. So I'm going to active the data dialog flow API. It was already enabled. If it was not, then I should enable it. Now I will create a AI application. This is the Azure Space Console. First, we need to accept the improve and quality and performance data collection and activate the API. It will set up the full environment for our deploy the Azure Space app. You can see here is the left side of this menu. There is the apps, data store, monitoring, and settings. Apps, you can create a apps first or later. Either you can create first a data store, then you can create the app. Sometimes you can create the apps first and the data store. Okay, so right side you can see there is a search assistant, the Azure Space and custom search, and this is the integrated type of the app. What type of app you want to build through this AI console. You can see the customs, search health, and site search with the AI model, media search for e-commerce, and conversational agent and chat, recommendation engine, and different type of recommendation engine we can create here. That means we should choose it based on our requirement and use case. Okay, every single app type give you the different type of facilities, different type of features and option, so that it will work smoothly. So I will create a conversational agent because it will interact with the cloud run function and manage the employee travel request. So I'm choosing the conversational agent, create. It will open the conversational agent card. Then I will choose the enable it. It again asks me a dialog flows API because it was already in a enable, but again I enable it. I need to define the which project I am working, so I could choose my default project. So I'm creating my own agent, create agent. I want to choose the build my own, because if I want to predefine a project, I can use this pre-built agent, and create a QA agent. I can use this option. But when you want to build your own customs conversational agent, you need to choose the build your own. I put the name, it should be my display name, and here is the location. I'm keeping the all default. I just choose the location is the global, okay, and time zone and everything is and I will keep it as a playbook. Use the generative AI to understand steer the user request to natural languages through the playbook. There is two option here is the flow. You can continue to predefine page rules to conversation. That means when you do the conversation, you can set the custom rules over there to interact for the custom action and their process. Then you can go through the flow. Otherwise, you can choose the playbook. So I'm creating just simple interaction. So I choose the playbook. It's great. Now I need to change the identity space settings, the globals, and Google Cloud Identity. Uh, if we need to change the setting for identity space, you have noticed this is the playbook console. I will define my all of this instruction prompt and conditional actions here. And here is the settings. I will enable the conversational history. Settings, generals, another cloud loggings, and another conversational histories. I need to change and save it so that it will save the cloud logging information and conversational history. And then I need to save it. Save. Now I will choose the tools. I will create the tools. Type open API, and we can set the description here as a user record for travel request. For the schema, this is the API schema. When we request through the API, then I need to define how API will interact and which type of information will pass. So I put it here, and I need to define the endpoint. You remember I have created a cloud run function, and there is a one here is the URL we need to define into this schema. I pass all of these schema through this API settings that will interact with a BigQuery database. After that, I save it. It has been saved. Now I need to IAMS rules so that it can get the necessary permission. I'm going to opening IAMS rules. I have included the Google's provided rules and permission checkbox so that I can get the default Google service account and roles and their permission. And Dialog Pro service agent, I will find out the Dialog Pro service agent. Otherwise, I can search it. So I Dialog Pro. I got it. Now I can edit and add the necessary Cloud Run invoker because I need to give the permission for my Cloud Run function. So this is the default rules set. Now I'm going to save. Now I will set the playbook for my conversational playbook. This is my default playbook. It was default generated playbooks. I need to change this name. I have changed the name. And also I changed the goals, actually what purpose this app, and I'm going to set the instruction here. Instruction, that's going to set the prompt here. This is the playbook. That's going to how your conversational agent will work, and to manage this conversational agent, to configure the necessary instruction for your conversational agent. The save. Now I'm going to save, as well as I can test it. If I throw click, you can see the right corner of the Google simulator. You can open the simulator and you can ask one test. You have noticed there is an environment. I will not go through in the details. I just create one conversational agent for my Agent Space project app. And here is the Gemini model, and my response resource is the conversational travel data, confirmed travel data that I have define there. I got the answer. Can you help me book a flight? I can help with the fast, but I need a little more information. What is your name and travel, where you want to book, departure, etc. Okay, as an example, you can put any name here. Suppose you can put any name here. Either I'm Michael. I'm Michael. I'm Michael from London. I want to go Paris. Successfully, you can write it. Okay. They ask what purpose you travel. Date would be you like to book. I can give any request. Yes, I can book. Suppose any date. Suppose 28 to 29, 28. The 30s. She give me oh, sorry, I need to specify the date. Suppose the July 28 to 30, July 30. Okay, so still, okay. List of the food I choose from your email within the 24 hours. Okay, that's good. I good deposit response. Now I need to connect this, create the data store. I'm going to open the data store. AI application console again. So the data store, and I'm saying my data source as a BigQuery because my travels booking request will save into the BigQuery. So I choose the BigQuery. It was the structure data, so I choose the structure. Then I need to choose the path. This is the structured data, and I'm choosing my BigQuery. This is the travel request. You remember I created the data source, BigQuery database. This is the name I choose. Now continue, and schema is all of the default. I should continue. Now it is global, and I choose the name as a travel request. Now create it. Now I will create the app. Now I will create a app from here. This is the agent space app. So I choose the agent space and I specified the app name. You can put any names, and I'm giving the company name as the same. I keep the global. And as well as I need to location global identity. So I need the identity provider. I choose the Google identity provider for security purpose. When someone use my app, it will be give you the access permission. Now here is the point. I need to choose my data source for this app so that our all app cross modules can save here. The create. Now we need to change some configuration. We already inside of this app. Here you can see you can control all of them from here because agent space will help you to build your AI agent through the UI interface totally. This is you can design your full app from here. You see there the search UI control assistant. You can knowledge graph, features management. Okay, you can change as you need when you if you go through it in details with the documentation, and you can find out more in-depth details about your app configuration settings. Now I'm adding the assistant. You see there is a here is the LML system instruction is the default. Enable the web groundings. It was Google says already enabled. And band phrase you can define here some instruction that you don't want to uh, get any response that you don't want, you can bend from here. And here is the agent make a dialog for agent item. You can call the agent item here. This is actually I'm reading my agent conversational agent names, so I can be in the conversational agent console here, and I find out my agent name. If you choose the copy name from this right context menu, you can find out your name here, and you can put the agent, sorry, copy the names. I, uh, And I need to book the display name as well. Okay, display name is here, and I need to copy the name. Now I'm going to set the instruction. We have noticed what the instruction actually is: the booking travel by providing the user travel purpose, due process city, destination city, and date range. Is done and save and published. It will take some time to deploy the AI agent. And from the integration, you can choose how your AI agent space app you can use. Here is the web app. If you work as a web app, you can choose set from here. And if you want to through the API, you can choose the API, and I will, and you can directly test into the cloud shell to run this curl function. It will take a little bit time. This is the link of our web apps. It was not completed yet, so I'm browsing my app. Yes, it is done. Now you can set an I'm asking instructed to default test message here. Book for travel, resemble Singapore, the council buffer. I asked to book something for a specific for travels for a specific date in a specific destination. Let us see. It is working. Okay, you should receive a list of flights to choose from your email within 24 hours. Can I specify the preferred airlines or layout location? Okay, let us see. Okay. It is it, it is still did not create the API. It did not finalize it. Okay, there's a you need more information. You can check the event and recent. It's work. Look, I have sent a request to, and my AI Identity Space app already saved my information. Okay, Alex, I have recorded a travel request for a data center tour from the Singapore Council to Buffalo departure on April 2025 and returning April. You should receive a list of flights to choose from your email within 24 hours. Okay, that's good. You can see you can follow up this with this agent, as well as you can see there is a diagnostic information. You can choose the access token and others metadata. You already seen how I made this deploy this web app through the cloud function, interact with the cloud function, enter the BigQuery, and as well as the conversational agent. The AI agent space, it was work uh, through all of the resources I have integrated here. You can see this is the action.